Hi, my friends. Welcome to this episode of Healing Your Codependency. I'm Marshall Bircher. And if you're new to me, I turn codependents into the powerful, confident, satisfied individuals they truly be. So if that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. My friends, today we have a pivot. I'm going to jump into this right up front so I can show you why people can change their minds. Because that's hard for us. You know, if we're dealing with codependency, especially if we're dealing with people-pleasing or dealing with perfectionism, changing our minds means we risk disappointing, confusing, or upsetting someone. So we'll just stick with what's not working for us so that we don't have to deal with that discomfort. We're willing to abandon our own sense of guidance, our own sense of need and well-being and nourishment in order to avoid that discomfort of someone else's disappointment, rejection, upset, or feelings about a choice we change. Well, there is definitely a change happening here. So earlier, I had begun promoting the foundation course. It's foundation. I call it that because it sets up the bedrock for your long-term success and healing. But something was off. I've taught the course like 5 times now, so it's fine. It's the timing is off. I got messages, I got questions that told me now is not the time. In fact, some of the questions pointed me to a new opportunity, to a need that's in many of your guys' world right now. Now, I know things are tough. I know they're tough financially. I know that they're tough socially. I know there's a lot going on, and that it can be, frankly, pretty overwhelming. I mean, it's definitely in those areas, financially, emotionally, socially. I've been quite impacted over the last year myself. So we're all in this boat together. And I want to connect with that. And then I want to provide this pivot because I am postponing foundation till later in the spring. It's either going to be in March or April. Right now, the website says April 20th, maybe earlier than that. We'll see. And I'm going to follow this nudge. I'm going to follow where the energy is. So let's talk about this process I'm doing right now. So that the more advanced work beyond just healing from codependency is about alignment work. And alignment work is about an internal trust in one's sense of direction, one's sense of where we are energized and where we are not, and what is speaking to us and what's speaking from within us about how to contribute, how to serve, what to provide and bring into the world. And a question that was asked to me in my Facebook community prompted a lot of energy to come up in me. And within about 24 hours, I had outlined a new opportunity that I want to bring to you guys right now. And this really has to do with people-pleasing and transforming that into a radical sense of self-trust, a radical capacity to handle the discomfort you feel when other people are disappointed or upset or their feelings are hurt. And with that capacity, maintain your boundary, maintain your direction, and maintain availability to empathize without giving yourself up. So when that person asks that question, they're asking questions. Will this course help me with people pleasing? Will it help me keep my boundaries? Yes. Foundation will do that. But the people pleasing transformed 6-week experience, that's its name right now. It's going to be its name forever now. That's going to make that happen very quickly for you. And then you can go into the deep work of establishing that bedrock of safety, of emotional safety, of independent worth and social belonging in foundation, and then move forward and deepening the healing to your attachment systems, broadening your power and shifting your identity in the codependency healing system, and then transforming your life in transformation. There's going to be some cool options coming for that too, because I know one of the biggest challenges we're facing right now is money, right? It's just I don't have the money, or I need to save up for that. That was the feedback I was getting with Foundation. So I'm going to be providing some other options there, some membership options that can be really affordable for you to get access to not just the trainings, but to me and to my weekly support calls and support group. So you're getting more and more of that connection and belonging you need to thrive. So I'll be bringing data out and information out on that later. But right now, this alignment I'm talking about, this what brings energy up in me, is speaking to me and saying, create this little 6-week experience to help people transform their people-pleasing into confidence and into capacity and into self-trust so that you can have relief from the anxiety, from the fixation and shame, the rumination we have on what other people think and feel about us, about our choices, about how we belong in their world. Do they like me? Will they love me? Will they keep me? Instead, we can be asking different questions. We can be looking at reality and going, well, how do they align with me? Am I satisfied here? What's speaking to me that needs attention? How am I being met? How am I being understood? How am I being valued? That's the opposite of people-pleasing, is to move into radical self-orientation and then embracing our self-authority so we can direct our world, our lives, through the use of our power, which is our choices and actions and management of our resources. People-pleasing transformed helps us accomplish that. It's a 6-week course. It's going to teach you 3 primary skills. Skill number 1, identifying your people-pleasing identity and then interrupting it so that you can then move to skill number 2, detection of the confident identity and the embodiment of it. Skill number 3, building radical capacity to handle the discomfort you feel in reaction to other people's feelings, and capacity to soothe your discomfort, raise your sense of strength, confidence, and trust in yourself, and follow your path with peace, with even some joy, even some enthusiasm, and at a minimum, trust and confidence in yourself. So that's going to be starting January 26th. It'll be 3 p.m. That's a Sunday. The enrollment investment is $197. You can get it. It's available to enroll right now on my website at healyourcodependency.com or in the description below if you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube. But if you're listening via podcast, healyourcodependency.com. Come join us. Come join me. Come join your fellow students. Let's do this together. Let's discover your confident identity. Let's witness together and support you in developing and experiencing capacity to say no, to change your mind, and to hold space for 1, the discomfort you feel in response to people's reactions to that, and 2, to trust yourself, 3, to also empathize. It's like, yeah, I know that this can be disruptive, and I'm here to listen, but internally you're not condemning yourself, you're not caving in with shame, you're not riddled with tension and anxiety and what ifs. No, instead, internally you're like, I'm calm, I'm rooted, I understand and trust myself, I love and care for them too. I am able to do this. I am able to succeed this way. Because, my friends, when we're able to handle the discomfort of disappointing other people, you become free. Free to direct your life, free to say yes to the things that matter to you, say yes or say no to the things that don't. You gain the ability to craft your life deliberately because you're no longer tangled up in external validation, external approval, and external orientation. You have internal orientation, internal approval, internal trust. And with this 6-week process of identifying that codependent, people-pleasing identity, unblending from it, connecting to and identifying with your confident identity, which is rooted in what's called your indomitable worth, and then being able to unblend from other people's feelings, perspectives, and energy, so you're sovereign emotionally, and then build capacity for discomfort, you will succeed. Because you have capacity for the discomfort, you're going to be able to soothe your discomfort, you're able to soothe your anxiety quickly, you're able to thrive because you're no longer stuck in that never-ending quicksand of people-pleasing, which derails your life. It derails your friendships. It derails your relationships. It derails your career. Let's be vulnerable, right? People pleasing blew up relationships in my life, especially early on. There was like in high school, there was a young lady that was really into people pleasing, blew that one up. I damaged and impaired my IT career with people pleasing. I have impacted the early stages of this business through people pleasing. People pleasing no longer has to rule your world. It no longer has to bring the chaos, the anxiety, the disappointment, the frustration, the burnout that you've been living through. You can exit that. The 6-week process is going to give you the framework to make that happen. And then you're going to have support as you do it. Because we're going to do some of the practices together in class. It's designed to get the knowledge and then get the tool and then apply it. And then we'll have a Q&A and support session after class. This class typically runs about an hour. And then we'll have a little practice period and then the Q&A support. You get that for 6 weeks so that you, in that 6-week time, can really anchor this. And then if you want to go deeper in this, you want to advance more into your self-authority, more into your creatorship, your ability to craft your life deliberately, there'll be opportunities for that. So that's the pivot, my friends. The pivot for me internally is, I'm not just going to stay committed to something that is not functioning for me. The energy is not there. The brilliance is not there. It's not synergistic with what other people are needing. I'm going to align with what's alive in me and what my intuition's nudging me towards, what people are responding to as well. Because we need that internal and external correlation to create the synchronicities and how we serve each other and how we meet each other. So that's the pivot. So foundation is postponed till later this spring. People Pleasing Transformed starts January 26th, 3 p.m. It's $197, 6 weeks to go from that people-pleasing identity to your confident identity and build capacity for discomfort and soothing that discomfort so you can maintain your boundaries, you can maintain your no's, you can pursue your yeses, and you can finally be free of the pain, the anxiety, the energy leak that people-pleasing is. So go to healyourcodependency.com to enroll or check the links below if you're watching again on YouTube or Facebook. Thank you, my friends, for being here. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this, and I look forward to seeing you in People Pleasing Transformed. Let's do this together. Let's transform together, because ultimately, my friends, we heal together, we thrive together. So I'll see you in our next episode. We're going to be talking about the 3 perils of do-it-yourself healing. That'll be coming out here in the next couple days. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you in People Pleasing Transformed. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, thank you for listening to today's episode. Are you looking for additional guidance in how to exit your codependency and create a life that's satisfying for you? If so, come join me in my email community. You can do that by going to join.freetheself.com or checking the description below and clicking the link there to join that community. You will receive more mentorship and guidance from me on how to navigate the 3 phases of thriving beyond codependency, those phases being survival, healing, and creation, as well as opportunities to join my courses, workshops, and other trainings that I offer throughout the year. So come join us there, and I will see you in our email community. Bye-bye.